Liam sat in his small apartment, the late afternoon sun casting soft shadows on the walls. He couldn't stop thinking about the recent turmoil between him and Isabella, his girlfriend of nearly 2 years. It all started with Chloe, Isabella's best friend. Liam had always sensed something off about Chloe, but he couldn't put his finger on it, until now. Chloe had always been close to Isabella, but lately, her behavior had become strange. She constantly lingered around them, making passive remarks about their relationship, and recently, her attitude toward Liam had shifted. Then came the accusation. Chloe had framed Liam for cheating, fabricating a story that tore through the trust in his relationship with Isabella. As the lies spread, Chloe stood by, her fake concern a mask for the jealousy bubbling underneath. Liam, though blindsided by the accusations, managed to clear his name by showing proof of Chloe's manipulation. Yet, the damage was done. Isabella was torn between her loyalty to Chloe and her feelings for Liam. Every conversation with her seemed heavier now, laced with doubts and unspoken tension. Although Liam had revealed Chloe's deceit, Isabella couldn't seem to let her best friend go. The struggle to balance love and friendship was wearing them both down, and the situation felt more volatile with each passing day. Liam's phone buzzed unexpectedly, and when he checked it, his heart sank. It was a message from Isabella, accompanied by screenshots. Chloe had found an old Tinder profile of his and sent the images to Isabella, making it seem like he was actively using the app. The messages accused Liam of cheating, and despite his efforts to explain that it was an inactive account from before they even met, Isabella's doubts were already planted. Liam tried to reason with her, sending proof that the account hadn't been touched in years, but the damage had been done. Isabella's responses became colder, her trust wavering under Chloe's manipulation. The real blow came when Liam, seeking comfort and hoping to clear the air, went to see Isabella. With an icy smirk, she admitted to deleting an important assignment of his in a fit of anger. The moment was filled with tension, her suspicions overpowering the logic Liam tried to present. The Tinder accusation lingered between them, complicating everything. Though Liam fought to clear his name, the weight of Chloe's deception had taken root, making every interaction more strained. The trust they had built over time was now clouded with suspicion, and Liam was left feeling helpless in the face of Isabella's crumbling faith in him. Liam was working on a class project with Emma, a fellow student, in the library. It was a normal day, and as they wrapped up, he spotted Isabella and Chloe walking by on campus. Smiling, he waved, hoping Isabella would see he was just studying with a classmate. But Chloe leaned in close to Isabella, whispering something that caused a flicker of doubt to cross her face. Later that evening, the tension hit its breaking point. Isabella confronted Liam, her voice sharp with accusation. Chloe had convinced her that his wave was more than just a friendly gesture, that he was hiding something. Liam, caught off guard, tried to explain the situation, reassuring her that there was nothing going on between him and Emma. But Isabella's anger grew as Chloe's words continued to poison her thoughts. The conversation spiraled, with Isabella questioning every recent interaction. Liam, frustrated and hurt, struggled to defend himself, feeling the trust they once had slipping away. Chloe's influence had planted deep seeds of doubt, and now, no amount of reasoning seemed to help. Each attempt to explain only seemed to make things worse, as Isabella's belief in Chloe overshadowed the truth that Liam was trying desperately to convey. At the party, Liam stood across the room, laughing with a group of friends. He hadn't noticed Isabella watching him from the corner, but Chloe did. Seeing an opportunity, Chloe leaned in and whispered something into Isabella's ear, her words clearly planting more seeds of doubt. Isabella's expression darkened as she watched Liam, now convinced by Chloe that he was flirting with other girls. The moment Chloe finished her manipulation, Isabella stormed across the room. Her eyes burned with anger as she accused Liam of disrespecting her by flirting so openly. Shocked, Liam stammered, trying to explain that he was just talking to his friends. But Isabella wasn't listening. Chloe's influence had already tainted her view, turning an innocent moment into a betrayal in her mind. If you find it interesting, please like it. If not, please comment number 1. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. As Liam desperately tried to clarify the situation, the party's noise seemed to fade into the background, leaving only the heated exchange between him and Isabella. The tension was thick, the misunderstanding Chloe had engineered now fully in motion. Liam was left bewildered, feeling blindsided by an accusation he couldn't have anticipated. Chloe's quiet satisfaction lingered in the air, though unseen by anyone but Liam, who realized just how deep her manipulation had sunk into their relationship. The next morning, Liam woke up to a series of messages from Isabella. His heart dropped when he saw screenshots of flirtatious texts, supposedly sent by him to another girl. The messages were damning, filled with lines he would never write. It didn't take him long to realize they were fake. Someone had gone to great lengths to frame him, and he knew exactly who was behind it: Chloe. Liam immediately called Isabella, trying to explain that the messages were fabricated. His voice was calm but urgent as he pointed out inconsistencies, explaining that Chloe had manipulated the entire situation. But Isabella, still hurt from everything that had happened, struggled to believe him. The pain in her voice was unmistakable, and no matter how much Liam insisted, her doubts wouldn't ease. Chloe's influence had deepened, and it was clear she had been playing this game for a while. Liam felt trapped, knowing the truth but unable to prove it in a way that Isabella would accept. Every defense he offered seemed to bounce off the wall of mistrust Chloe had carefully constructed. Isabella clung to her belief in Chloe's friendship, and the screenshots, though clearly fake to Liam, were the final blow to what remained of their trust. Determined to prove Chloe's true intentions, Liam started digging deeper into her past. Late at night, scrolling through social media, he stumbled upon a series of old posts that Chloe had written. The passive-aggressive comments hinted at her long-standing jealousy toward Isabella, subtle digs aimed at their relationship. One post in particular stood out, Chloe mocking how Isabella always attracted the attention of boys, even the ones Chloe herself had liked. Liam confronted Isabella the next day, showing her the posts and laying out a timeline of Chloe's manipulations. He reminded Isabella of the boy back in high school, someone Chloe had a huge crush on, who ended up falling for Isabella instead. The jealousy had been brewing for years, masked by a false friendship, and now Chloe had taken it to the extreme. Though the evidence was clear, Isabella hesitated. She couldn't bring herself to fully accept that her best friend had been harboring resentment for so long. The truth was hard to swallow. Chloe's jealousy wasn't new. It had been lurking in the background, poisoning their relationship without Isabella ever realizing. Liam hoped that, at last, Isabella would see Chloe for who she really was, but the emotional weight of the betrayal made it hard for her to let go so easily. Liam couldn't wait any longer. He arranged to meet Chloe, determined to confront her directly. They stood face to face in a quiet corner of campus, tension thick in the air. Liam didn't waste time. He laid out everything he had uncovered: her lies, the fake messages, and the jealousy that had driven her actions for years. Chloe, at first, tried to deny it, her voice shaky as she dismissed his accusations. But under Liam's pressure, her story began to unravel. He pointed out inconsistencies, reminding her of the small details that didn't add up, and Chloe's calm facade slowly crumbled. As Liam exposed more of her manipulations, Chloe's anger flared, but she couldn't escape the truth. Her jealousy had pushed her to sabotage his relationship with Isabella, and now it was all coming to light. Isabella, having been informed of the confrontation, arrived midway through. She watched in silence as Chloe struggled to maintain her lies. It wasn't long before the full weight of Chloe's betrayal became undeniable. Isabella's face reflected a mix of devastation and realization. She had trusted Chloe for years, but now the truth was out. Chloe's manipulation had not only ruined her relationship with Liam but shattered the friendship she thought was unbreakable. The confrontation ended in a heavy silence, the damage done beyond repair. Despite finally uncovering the truth, the damage was too deep. Isabella sat across from Liam, her eyes filled with regret and pain. She now understood Chloe's betrayal, but the trust between her and Liam had been shattered beyond repair. The lies, the doubts, and the manipulation had left scars that couldn't simply be healed with the truth. As they talked, there was no anger between them, just a heavy sadness. Liam knew that, despite everything, Isabella's belief in Chloe's lies had taken a toll on their relationship that couldn't be undone. He could see it in her eyes. Though she now believed him, the wounds of mistrust had cut too deep for them to continue as they once had. After a long, painful conversation, they came to a mutual decision. It was time to part ways. There was no shouting, no bitterness, just the quiet acknowledgement that too much had been broken. Their relationship, once so full of love and laughter, had been poisoned by Chloe's lies, leaving them with no way to fix what was lost. With heavy hearts, they said their goodbyes, both understanding that moving on was the only path left. The aftermath of Chloe's manipulation lingered, but both Liam and Isabella knew they had to find their own ways forward. Thank you for listening. See you in the next episode. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Goodbye.